All right, here we go. Ready? All right. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another live edition of Top Rope Report here on TikTok Live and YouTube. I'm your host, Illustrious Mr. Trivia, and joining me every week, as usual, my co-host, my tag team partner, my best friend, the best in the business, the Noster Greg. Greg, what's going on? Not much. Well, tonight we're going to be giving the listeners out there our NXT recap from last night, Nuggies News, the Indie Report. We did Monday Night Raw yesterday, along with Heatwave. So everybody, we hope you're tuning in and enjoying the program tonight as much as we enjoy bringing it to you. So without any further ado, we can get started here.
Alrighty. NXT was back in the Kobe confinements of the Performance Center this week. Fresh off the Heatwave PLE, in true Top Report fashion, in anything and everything NXT, I lead off. And this week's NXT opened up with Ricky Saints coming out to the ring. It's very unusual for NXT to start off with an in-ring promo, so I'm not used to doing it, so I'm not sure how to do it. But it talked about being successful Heatwave, but was quickly interrupted by Josh Briggs, who was still bragging about beating Imura. The started to look squared off like they were actually going to fight. Briggs did a really good job at tuning out the crowd chants while he was talking. He came out and announced that the Briggs would face Ricky Saints later in the night in the show for a shot to the number one contender at the NXT title. There wasn't much in this segment, so just short, and it led to normally the opening promos lead to a main event for the night, but this was just a match in the middle of the show. Still not a huge Ricky Saints fan. I like Josh Briggs as a performer, just okay. I gave it a C-. Thought it wasn't that great of a way to open up the show.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was similar to that. I thought that Ricky Saints, he's okay on the mic. Not great, not the best. Josh Briggs, I thought, definitely outdid him on the mic. Like you said, he tuned out the crowd, and was getting to the point. He's bragging about his victory over Inamura, and rightfully so. I mean, he obviously had a good match, and he got the victory. But yeah, that's what you said. That led up to their match that they had that same last night, which was all right. Well, we'll talk about that afterwards. Yeah, I really could have done without this. I thought they could have started off with a match first and then maybe put this promo on later on. But yeah, I gave it a C+.
Okay. We saw a backstage segment, very brief, that showed a little rebel back and forth between Blake Monroe and Kalani Jordan, which led us to our next matchup, as it was Kalani Jordan versus Blake Monroe. Trey, you're up first.
All right, thank you. Candy Crush, thanks for tuning in. I'm still not impressed. I'm still not sold on Blake Monroe yet. Kalani Jordan, I'm getting to like her a little bit more every time I see her in the ring. Blake Monroe was looking pretty good, but maybe it's just because she's eye candy, and most people look at her a little bit more than they do anybody else. So that's how you can really catch what she's doing in wrestling. But yeah, I didn't really care too much for this match. Jordan Grace came out, really didn't do anything. She just kind of stood outside the ring, and when Blake Monroe saw her, she took off, and Blake and Jordan Grace was like, "Well, get in there. You got a match. You got a match. Get in there." And she just stood outside the ring. Really didn't interfere in the match. And Blake Monroe ended up with the W. And oh no, that's right. She didn't win that match. That's right. She didn't. Okay, sorry about that. But yeah, I didn't. I really didn't care too much for this match. Kalani Jordan. I would have to say she definitely did better than Blake Monroe in this match, but I don't think she did much better. I think Blake Monroe is getting a little bit better each time I see her, but I gave it a C minus. Excuse me.
I mentioned this before, and I'll keep mentioning it. Blake Monroe came in with a lot of hype. Everything had read. One of the matches that she was in, I want to say it was like halfway through the year. I think she had just signed with WWE, and it was the top 10 best matches of the year. And the match that she was with Tony Storm was number 3 on that list. The highest women's match. So everything I've seen, she has the talent. You can see glimpses of it. Like the armbar that she does looks very effective. But visual. She has a couple of interesting submission things she does. She knows how to sell. She knows how to deliver. It's just we haven't seen that one big match of just another talented wrestler. I would love to share a campaign with Soluka. Let her show up. That's when Kalani Jordan blew up, in my eyes, when she had a great A match with Soluka. Expecting that here, but it was only a 4-minute match. So Jordan Grace coming out was kind of stupid. The split leg moonsault for the pin and the win. It just didn't have enough time to really get going before the finish. So Blake Monroe getting the loss doesn't hurt Blake Monroe at all. Kalani Jordan getting the win helps Kalani Jordan keep her in that live for JCK. But I thought what we saw was okay. I gave it a C+.
All right. Fergal, thanks for joining. Things are going well. Thank you for asking.
After that, we go into the next matchup where it was a blindfold match between Miles Ward and Lexis King. Okay, I am up first. There was a promo before where Miles Ward was asking the crowd to help him. He got the crowd hyped, those hooks were, I don't know, they were big pieces of cloth. There's no way you could still see through. Once I understand, for the wrestler's safety, you need to be able to see through. They just appear to be blindfold. They sort of fight each other, but once they made contact, they locked up and started struggling through the ring. Miles Ward hit a perfectly delivered drop kick, and King ended up setting himself out of the ring, flying through the ropes, chopping the post. Then Lexis King took advantage of the referee being distracted, took his blindfold up, and kicked Miles Ward in the nuggets when the ref wasn't looking. He then did his finisher, at the pin for the 1, 2, 3. I definitely don't think this is over. I absolutely think this is going to be an ongoing feud between the two. I thought it was okay. I gave it a C+.
All righty. I gave it the exact same grade. I thought it was funny. Reminded me of back in the day with Jake Roberts and Rick the Model Martel when they had their blindfold match. That match was hilarious. And when I saw this, it brought me back to that time where they were just running back and forth and not even getting near each other, and dropping elbows when nobody was there, and so it was actually pretty. It was to me, it was actually a pretty humorous match until um, Lexus King, took the hood off and like you said, kicked him in the nuts, and that ended up being the demise of Miles Bourne. But yeah, I mean, it was actually okay for the kind of match it was. I gave it a C plus.
Okay. After that, we then went to a tag team matchup where it was going to be Red Sinclair and a mystery partner against Tatum Paxley and Izzy Dame. Just before the match started, Charlie Dempsey told Red Sinclair that Kendall Gray would be your tag team partner. Trim, you're up first for this.
Okay. Yeah, looking at all these matches on here, and as we decide as we go, which ones we're going to talk to first about in order, I get all the women's matches. I actually enjoyed this match. I thought Kendall Gray did a really good job. I mean, Izzy Dame and Tatum Paxley, I think they do well in the ring as well. But I really thought that Kendall Gray, who is on Evolve, right? That's where they got it from, Evolve?
I think she's officially NXT now.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought she did a really good job. I mean, she was so quick at a couple points in that match. She drove those guys crazy, and those ladies crazy, rather. But yeah, I thought that this was going to be one of these, ho hum. No, I enjoyed the match. I thought it was good. I think Ren Sinclair and Kendall Gray, they with a little bit of work, they might be a decent tag team. Not great, but they might be a decent tag team. But like I said, yeah, I thought it was a decent match. I enjoyed watching it. I gave it a B minus.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, Kendall Gray, she's a young kid. She's 24. She's only been doing this for a short period of time, since 2023. But just a little bit of background. In 2018, she was the USA High School Wrestler of the Year finalist. That's nationwide wrestling boys. And, she was the finalist. And in 2018, USA National Team member. So she's got an amateur wrestling background. And once again, she's only been doing this since 2023, so it's barely been 2 years. I'm definitely going to keep an eye on her. I think if she gets a good character going, I think she could be a little something. Definitely not NXT. My biggest thing with this match is just as it started going, it was a 3.5 minute long match. So they never, I mean, were able to do it. Both teams got in a lot of offense because the pace was quick. Nobody's ever controlled for too long. But most of it, we got an Izzy pop-up powerbomb to pin Ren Sinclair, and that's it. Next.
Yep.
I wasn't happy with that. It could have been longer. I liked that. They really started to look as a team very well. Made a double team drop kick spot that looked really good. They were in color for outfits, which is kind of a change for people in the culling. They were always wearing black, so that was a little different. Well, once again, my biggest thing about this is just ended too quickly. So I enjoyed it for what I got, but I can only give it a B minus because it was such a short match.
Alrighty.
After that, we then hit the 9 o'clock hour, and we got the match of Josh Briggs versus Ricky Saints. I get to go, and I think NXT realized that maybe they were running short of time because both Briggs and Ricky Saints were already ready when they came back from the break. And started, as soon as the match started, they immediately started throwing hands at each other. And right to the ring post, and then we went to another commercial break. What the fuck? I understand, you know. But this week it did show through the commercial break, a little side-by-side thing. Brady was definitely in the driver's seat. He was taking on the Knicks and JCJ. I lead off with this. And the one thing I did like about this match is they gave this match time. This match, as I see here, 14 minutes and 17 seconds. But once again, they gave this match time. It was a solid match. I don't know if this was the best match to end the show. Maybe the Great Saints match should have ended with the Ricky Saints over Benny face-off. That's how the show should have ended. But this quietly is really impressing me. She's how can I say, athletic than she looks. She doesn't look like she be much, but she is. Zarya showed up that she was the powerhouse. She took control for the team, but neither team ever really seemed to have a clear advantage over the other. They kind of traded the upper hand many times between tags. Like I said, it was a solid match. Everyone worked hard. It felt like it was designed to make Lola Vice stand out, which did. She scored the win for her team with a spinning back fist, pinning Fallon Henley, which surprised me. I would have thought she would have pinned Jasmine Nix, but I did think it was a good, solid match and even a solid B.
All right. Yeah, I definitely gave it the same grade you did. I was impressed with the teamwork on Sol Ruka, Zarya, and Lola Vice because they've never, teamed up as three women before. We know Sol Ruka and Zarya, have teamed up quite a bit, but adding Lola Vice to the mix was actually pretty good. And I thought that now this is just what I thought because Lola Vice did get the pin over Fallon Henley, but now Lola Vice is she was the number one contender coming into this match. Why didn't they have her pin JC Jane just to make the people be like, hey, this might be an interesting scenario with these two for a match. But, like you said, one thing I liked about the match was they gave it time. When you give it time, you get a good match like what we saw. And it was enjoyable. I liked it a lot. I thought it was a good way to close out the show. I gave it a B as well.
Okay, so
overall, I'd have to go solid B.
Yeah, I have to go low B minus, almost a high C plus.
Okay. Alrighty, and that was our NXT recap. We hope everybody enjoyed the recap. Right now, we are going to go to my favorite part of the show. We hope you're all going to enjoy this. Hey, Tatted Up, what's up? I hope you're all going to enjoy this. It is Nuggies News. So, Greg, what do you got for us for news?
All right, so I have a little bit here. First of all, I want to wish you a belated happy birthday to Sol Ruka. Yesterday was not, and then she was her 26th birthday. So, once again, belated happy birthday to her. But let's get to a little more serious news. So, we all saw, well, if you didn't, you're going to know now, we saw Monday Night Raw when Becky Lynch cut an in-ring promo. And something she said during that in-ring promo has not been taken very nicely by some in social media. One, most importantly, Kelly Osbourne, the daughter of the legendary Ozzy Osbourne. For those who don't know, Becky Lynch said the only good thing that came out of here died a month ago. But in all fairness to Ozzy Osbourne, he had the good sense to move to LA a proper city, because if I lived in Birmingham, I died too. Kelly Osbourne did not like that and has called out WWE for allowing this. She posted on her Instagram account, at Lynch, you are a disrespectful dirtbag. Birmingham would not piss on you if you were on fire. Birmingham forever. Shame on the WWE for allowing such things to be said about my father and his home. With it being WWE, I mean, Kelly, she has to understand that this is for entertainment, correct?
Right.
What do you, I mean, do you think she's blowing this up for no reason? Or do you think she is correct in being so negative about this and calling out WWE?
Well, kind of both. I mean, I understand her wanting to stand up for her dad and everything else, but I mean, it's just something that happens in promos. You know, you're gonna say stuff like that to get more heat or to get the crowd behind you.
Exactly.
And she doesn't really, she's not really at the point where she understands that. But in a way, I can see her point.
I can't. It's entertainment. You don't call out a comedian who makes a joke about something. It's a joke. It's something to garner laughter. She said what she said to garner heat from the audience. Um, you know, they were, making cracks. Drew McIntyre making cracks on SmackDown about the soccer team that doesn't play there. The team, it's all for entertainment. So Kelly, take the show, go, sit down, relax, just let it go. Um, let's get to some rumors here. Um, Rumor is that, as we all know, early this month, WWE has announced a deal to stream premium live events. We know it's all going to start earlier. And Dave Meltzer of Wrestling Observer Radio, he is reporting that ESPN expected to purchase the rights to carry WWE's archive as well. Your contract ends with Peacock. ESPN will buy the WWE library. It's a lot of interesting content of that quality. I will tell you that we have the archival rights for the premium live events that we are airing. But yes, in terms of their library, we certainly would be interested if and when these rights are available. That's directly from somebody from ESPN, Jimmy Peacock. Yeah, okay, about that one. Let's come on, tabs. Hurry up. Right now, it is being reported once again by Dave Meltzer that WWE is considering the possibility of Stephanie McMahon getting a title opportunity at WrestlePalooza on September 20th. There's been no formal announcement as to how they're going to come up with her match. Although Adam Pearce did say that she is a number one contender and noted that he will announce her opponent as well as the date and location of the match next week, Raw. So, do you think that they should just say, okay, Stephanie, you're wrestling wrestler A or wrestler B or wrestler A, B, and C, WrestlePalooza?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so you think it's just, I'm going to tell you right now, you're wrestling in match. It was Io Sky and Rhea Ripley at WrestlePalooza. That's it.
Oh yeah, I mean if it's going to be now, is it winner gets the title?
Mike, we don't know what the match is.
Oh no, then they don't do that.
I'm throwing a hypothetical. On Raw, they're going to announce when she gets her shot at the title and against who. So do you think that he's just going to name a wrestler that she's going to wrestle for the title, or do you think not?
I think not. I think they should have something to work up to.
Okay. Right. That's where I was getting.
Like a number one, they should have a number one contenders match.
They'll have 3 Raws, so do something.
Yep.
You know what? Hey, we're doing this, that, there's your match this week and next week, and then whoever's the eventual winner, so you face.
Yep.
Previously reported or mentioned in McNugget's news that WWE has some scheduled earlier start times in the month of September. On the WWE.com events page, WWE lists a start time of 6:30 p.m. Eastern on September 16th in Springfield, Massachusetts, at September 22nd in Evansville, Indiana, and September 29th in Raleigh, North Carolina. Now, live events typically start the show 30 minutes before Raw goes on the air. This way they can show a dark match or tape main event, as Raw typically starts at the top of the hour. Which means on those 3 Mondays in September, Monday night will start at 7 o'clock. And if it's Eastern, and if it goes along 2.5 hours that it's been going, it'll go up here at 9:30, giving it roughly 75 to 90 minutes of head-to-head competition with said first quarter and part of the second quarter of Monday Night Football. So once again, I'm going to ask you, is this wise for WWE and Netflix to kind of back or shoot from the competition of Monday Night Football?
In my opinion, I think so. Yeah, because Monday Night Football kills them every year. Regardless of what game they have, it's Monday Night Football. Everybody watches. Monday Night Football has been, I believe Monday Night Football has been around longer than Monday Night Raw. Everybody's been watching Monday Night Football. And I don't care if they have two teams that are 0-10 on Monday Night Football. People are still going to watch it. So going for a battle against Monday Night Football might not be a good idea for Monday Night Raw. That's why they're changing the start time.
Right. So the matchups they're going head-to-head against are the 15th, the Los Angeles Chargers against the Las Vegas Raiders. Oh, it's a doubleheader. Tampa Bay Buccaneers against the Houston Texans that's at 7. The other one's at 10. Then on the 22nd, the Lions against the Ravens.
Okay.
And then on the 29th, there's actually 2 games on. One of them is at 8:15. That's the Bengals and the Broncos. And the other 17 is the Jets against the Dolphins.
Whoa, I can see well, you were laughing there for a minute. I thought it was a Cowboys game. Wow. But like I said, regardless of what game it is, they're still going to watch it.
Competition to go against.
Yeah.
It is being reported that present and future of NXT PLEs will remain on Peacock for the foreseeable future. WWE,
Steve Smith was a.
They left empty-handed as NXT PLEs are remaining on the service. Saturday night's main events will be made a Peacock exclusive show, not airing on NBC, and the WWE library itself still will be available on Peacock. Once again, that's going forward for the foreseeable future.
Okay.
I got some buy and sell rumors here.
All righty.
The first one, buy or sell that Roman Reigns is still a bigger star than Cody Rhodes.
I'm going to sell it.
Oh, okay.
I don't think he is.
Okay. I don't know. I mean, Reigns being fully embracing a fan favorite, he gets the loudest reactions from the WWE. And there's other segments that he's not involved in that they still cheer OTC. I don't hear him singing Cody songs or doing anything Cody Rhodes unless Cody is there. So I'm going to say that I think Roman Reigns is still the top man.
Yeah. Because the fans were really loud with the Roman Reigns. Uh-oh.
The Clash in Paris card is a major letdown for the French audience.
I'm going to buy it.
Okay.
I think it's going to be a good card.
So then if you're buying it, it means you think it's going to be a letdown.
Oh, no, I'm selling it. I'm selling it.
Okay. Once again, I'm going to disagree. I'm buying it mainly because, we got John Cena, but he's fighting Logan Paul. Sheamus versus Rusev, that's just a glorified Monday Night Raw match. Just because you say it's a Donnybrook, okay. Okay, you have Roman Reigns, but he's fighting Bronson Reed for the Shulamala. But she's fighting for Nikki Bella. So the only interest match is Seth Rollins, CM Punk, Jey Uso, and LA Knight. I don't know. I tend to buy that one. That is a letdown that they didn't put together. I'm not saying that I think the card's going to be bad, but I feel bad they couldn't have put together a better card for the audience. Speaking of LA Knight, buy or sell that LA Knight is going to be the biggest loser Clash in Paris.
I'll sell it.
Really?
Well, if I sell it, that means I agree, right?
No, you're buying it to agree.
Oh, no, then I buy it. I think he will be.
Yeah, because, he's had a ton of popularity, but he's in a matchup with wrestlers that are more popular than him. On a card, he also has Roman Reigns and John Cena. The man's he's just going to be lost in the shuffle.
Right.
There's no chance he's going to win.
Yep.
Buy or sell, Rhea Ripley and Io Sky will be WWE's next major women's tag team.
I'll buy it.
Yeah, strangely enough, what's the best way to keep Rhea Ripley away from Stephanie McGuire for now? Put a tag team with Io Sky and have them chase Alexa and Charlotte.
And also keep the thing with the Kabuki Warriors going also.
Yeah, but exactly. And tell me that's not a triple threat match you would not want to see.
Right.
The Kabuki Warriors and Charlotte and Alexa.
Yep. That would be awesome.
Okay. And then their last one here for buy and sell. is in danger of falling into the Natalia role.
Who was that?
Bailey
Bailey.
is in danger of falling into a Natalia role.
I'll agree. I'm buying it. I think right now is possible that it could happen.
So you think that right now she's in danger of just being somebody that shows up once a month and makes my mind isn't quite the word I'm looking for, just to, that, hey, I'm here every once in a while and kind of mentors the younger kids down behind her?
I think so.
Yeah, I don't think that. I have to think that with this whole new thing that she's got going on with the vignettes and everything, that they're looking to do a major Bailey change, and I'm all for it. And that's what I got for Lundy's News this week.
All righty. We have some indie shows to report on. I know I reported on some of these last week. There really isn't much of a change. PAPW presents Friday Night Alley Fights. We'll be at the school at 662 Co Avenue. Jay Champagne versus Deuce Stovall, and Jeremy LaCroix versus Jay Onyx are two matches that have been signed already. Also, next Saturday, September the 6th, PAPW will have Bash at the Brewery at the Armada Brewing Company. This will be their last outdoor show of the year at the Armada. I don't have any matches signed for that yet.
Except there's one big thing that they're celebrating, aren't they?
Yes, they're celebrating the 50th birthday of the Connecticut hardcore icon Bull Dread.
Right.
Also, his 25th year as an.
Have you gotten confirmation if you and T Black are definitely going?
I spoke to him yesterday, and I said to him, I said, Tony, are we still going to Bash at the Brewery September 6th?
Okay.
He sends me a message back and says, next week is September. Contact me then.
Oh, okay.
So I said, okay. Also on Saturday, December 6th, Dissension Pro Wrestling. We'll have a TOS showcase. Ryan Frost versus Sammy Diaz, which is going to be a hell of a match because you have two of the best on the indie scene going head to head at the Columbia Club on Litchfield Street in Torrington, Connecticut. Northeast Championship Wrestling. VFW Post 2017 in Dedham, Massachusetts. Doors at 7 p.m. Show is at 7:30. General admission is $15 at the door. They will present Big City Roadblock. Nick Diamond will be on the card, along with Riot Kellen Thomas, Cool Hand Truth, and Johnny Pierce will also be making appearances that night. Also, Wrestling with Character, Saturday, October the 25th at the Post 571 in New Britain, Connecticut. Defiant Pro Wrestling will present Pro Rebel Hearts presents Kid Rebel Battle Royal on Saturday, Saturday, August the 24th, which is they already had that. Okay. Forgot about that. Sorry. September 19th, Blood, Sweat, and Tears will be at 800 Union Avenue in Bridgeport, Connecticut. And the final indie show to report on this week is Pure Vanguard Wrestling, September the 24th at the Willop Farm in Wolcott, Connecticut. The show will be called One Love, and that will be at 1089B Wood Tick Road in Wolcott, Connecticut. You can get tickets for that show at purevanguardwrestling.com. So that is some of the indie shows that are going to be in the Connecticut, Massachusetts area in the month of September right now. So, all right, Greg, and we have Clash at the Castle. No, Clash in Paris on Sunday.
Yep.
I believe there's 5 matches.
Yep, there are.
Okay, what do we got for matches?
And okay, we have a good old-fashioned Donnybrook between Sheamus and Rusev. We have a singles matchup between John Cena and Logan Paul. We have a singles matchup between Roman Reigns and Bronson Reed. A matchup for the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship as it's Becky Lynch defending against Nikki Bella. The Fatal 4-Way match for the World Heavyweight Championship as it's Seth Rollins defending against CM Punk, Jey Uso, and LA Knight.
Okay. That is going to be, I believe that's going to be the best match of the night. But yeah, I mean,
I think that's the best match by default. I don't think there's any other match anywhere on the card. Like, I'm expecting that match to be a B plus or an A minus. I'm not expecting any other match to be higher than a C plus, maybe B minus.
yeah, I agree.
I have very low expectations for this premium event.
Okay, I agree. Now, I know there has been some speculation, whether it's been on social media or WWE.com or whatever. Do you think it will ruin the John Cena Logan Paul match if we see Brock Lesnar come out?
I don't think it'll ruin it at all, no.
Okay.
I'm almost expecting it. You got to start to build up towards potentially John Cena versus Brock Lesnar at WrestlePalooza.
Yep. And that WrestlePalooza will be September the 20th. That will be the first WWE show on ESPN.
Yep.
So it's going to be a big night for WWE broadcasting live on ESPN. And that is the Saturday, I believe. Correct, Greg? September 20th?
I don't know.
I believe that is a Saturday.
We don't have a calendar in front of me, so let me just check. Yes, it is.
Okay. Now, for Clash in Paris, are you surprised Io Sky and Rhea Ripley are not on the card?
No.
Okay.
Well, no, because at first they were never supposed to be. It was supposed to be Stephanie McMahon against Naomi. That was supposed to be in Paris. Which I didn't think we were going to see Io Sky and Rhea Ripley. But as soon as Naomi announced her pregnancy, I then expected something to happen where we would get Stephanie McMahon against somebody at Clash of Paris. But obviously, that's not happening. We know that match has been canceled.
Yep.
It took everybody by surprise. Obviously, you know, you don't plan a pregnancy. It just happened. She's how old is she? She's 37. So at the age of 37, you don't really expect to get pregnant. A lot of times it just happens accidentally, which is kind of what happened.
Right.
But for them now to take, now what are we, 3 weeks before we even have an inkling as to what they're going to do? I mean, me and you sat here last week and we solved their problem. Let's do it this way, you know?
Yep.
So for me and you who aren't paid to do this, I don't understand why it's taking them so long to come up with or announce what they're doing.
Right. Now, one thing I've been meaning to ask you, I just thought about it now. Do you think WWE could have worked something up or could have worked something in the weeks leading up to Clash in Paris to maybe have something going on with Bianca Belair so she could be on the card?
They could have, but there's no confirmation as to whether or not her fingers are healed. Because they're still all taped up when she was that referee. So there hasn't been anything showing that she's cleared for action.
Yeah.
And I had taken a fucking hit on my fantasy, like keep her on my team all this time waiting for her to come back, hoping she'd be back by the playoffs. So that bitch better be back soon.
Yeah, I hope so. But yeah, I was thinking about that the other day. It's like, I mean, she and because of her finger, she's not on the card. Then, like I said, Rhea and Io.
Somebody has speculating that one of the reasons why they're taking so long to determine what they're doing for the title is because they're waiting for her medical records, so she can be involved in whatever is going to happen, just to get more eyes and more viewership.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm not expecting a lot out of Clash in Paris either. I mean, maybe WWE will just, surprise all of us and have a really good show. Big money.
Sometimes that used to happen.
Right.
This pre-remind was going to be horrible. And then it was like, oh shit, that was great.
Yep. Big Money Dodge. What's up? So, yeah, I know. Rampage. Yeah, I know. His son. I read all about that. Huh?
Did you see it though?
Yeah. I saw where he picked him up and slammed him down, and he jumped down and started pounding on him.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
And after the first few nights, that guy was not moving at all. He just kept going.
Now, did those two have an issue with each other, or?
He had an issue in general. And there was like a backstage beforehand where I forget his name, Stu, whatever his last name is, hit Rajah Jackson in the head with a beer can. And he didn't like the way he did it. So Cody backstage says, you know what? You know what that means? When you get in that ring, you give him a receipt. You know what that means, right? You can give him a receipt. Which, yeah, I'm going to give him a receipt. And just went off.
Big Money Dodge just said, I was there. It was a prop one. Oh. Okay.
A prop can? Is that what it means?
You mean a prop can? Yeah. That's what he, yeah, okay. But yeah, when I saw that, I was like, oh my God, he beat the shit out of this guy.
Yeah, he did.
And he was a big boy, too.
Yeah.
So, and where was that?
I don't know. I don't ask
Big Money. Where was that held? Let's see. Oh, that was Knox Pro Wrestling. Okay. So, yeah, so don't forget, guys, tune in Sunday morning, 10 a.m. Top Rope Report will be doing their Clash in Paris prediction show. Check out who the Top Rope Report is going to pick. Whether you agree with us or not, let us know. We usually do pretty good at these things. So, well, some of them do.
Some of us finish in last because they make predictions that they want to see, not what they think they're going to see.
Right. And
I am entertaining with my picks. So.
What's that?
I am entertaining with some of my picks.
Yes, you are. So.
I like to tell a story, and I tell a story how I think it wants to know, and then you know what? 90% of the time it doesn't.
Thank you for the heart, me, Big Money. But All right. Anything else, Greg?
Other than it's been very interesting scoring week fantasy wise because we have Raw, obviously NXT, we have SmackDown, we have the PLE, and apparently they're doing midweek live shows. They had one in the AO Arena in Manchester, in Greater Manchester, England, where they actually fought two matches and lost both times. But, you know,
Big.
so it's a very interesting week scoring wise.
Okay. Big Money Dodge just said, do you do interviews? Yeah, we will. So, but yeah, so like we said, it's going to be Sunday, 10 a.m. Join myself, the Nugster, the Little Nugster, and Mr. and Mrs. 24/7 as we bring you our premium live event prediction shows. Predictions, rather, for Clash in Paris.
Yes, you got it right. You didn't say Clash of the Castle.
Right. So, on behalf of, thank you everybody for tuning in. I appreciate it. So, on behalf of the Nugster Greg, this is the illustrious Mr. Trivia for a Top Rope Report, saying thank you all for tuning in, and we'll catch you on Sunday.
Later.
Yeah, Big Money. I'll do some interviews if I can get somebody to come on.